Hi, this is George O'Brien again. It's about 2 o'clock in the morning, Tuesday morning, August 18th, 2020. I'm just trying to cope. I got this obsession with the airplanes on my mind. I almost gave in to the nasty habit to want to build a model, get all uptight, and mess up my marriage and my health, because I can't take it lightly. I take it seriously. I have to finish it. I have to work on it till it's done. I can't put it aside and deal with being sidelined or put on hold. I can't. If someone says you have to get off this table now and put the model that you're working on under the bed or something to make room so I can use the computer, I wouldn't get crazy or anything, but I get real uptight, and there'd be conflict, and it'd be my fault. It wouldn't be good for the marriage, and what's not good for the marriage is not good for my health and my well-being. And I think a lot of guys have a different situation. They're either single or they have a different situation where they're able to focus on the projects and have a place to work. All I have is the dining room table, and it's round, and it's, I didn't even have a builder's board, which I'd have to save up and buy pins and everything, and glue, and X-Acto knife, and the model itself, the alcohol and water in the spray bottle. I don't know where you get that. Then you have to take it all the way and get into the glow fuel engines, which to me are a big mess to deal with when you don't have a house of your own. That's really why it's so hard. You live in a one-bedroom apartment, and fuel and stuff isn't like allowed. I guess you could have lighter fluid, but nitromethane, I don't think they want you to store, downstairs or upstairs. But although there's a guy that stores gasoline on his balcony because he had more than one guy in this complex does that so they can have their electric generators for when the outages due to the storms. But I haven't complained about it. I'm not going to complain about it, but I don't think it's very safe. But a lot of guys say you should get into the nitro cars and the nitro planes, and it's just too impractical for me. I don't really want to mess with it. I used to mess with them back in the 60s, the 1960s, and I guess I enjoyed it back then, but I remember it was a big mess, and the electric is much better, but I've gone the electric route many times. I don't need to do that anymore. And the models, building the tissue paper models. I built monocoat models. I'm not sure if any part of the model was like a framework that I had to build. It might not have been, but I had to build it using pieces that I cut out of a sheet of balsa wood. There was no die cut or laser cut parts, so it wasn't easy, and I had to sand down the foam core of the wing with templates that were made in paper that came with the kit. that I had to cut out and put them at different lengths down the wing to make sure it conformed to a shape, because it wasn't that easy. It didn't come all pre-made. You had to sand it to have the right shape, and then coat it with balsa wood and coat it with Monaco. I know how to do that with the little iron. I had the little iron, and the canard wing and the elevator might have been like a framework, kind of like a rudder on a Gilos kit. But I can't remember. It might not have been. It might have been a sheet of balsa wood, or 2 sheets of balsa wood. But I'm not sure how much that really matters. I mean, to obsess about building a tissue paper kit when you don't really want to, when it's not going to be good for your health or your well-being, or your marriage, it's kind of stupid. It's not that important. I can see the value of it, but it's not worth risking your life. The Gilos kit was really hard. I burned myself out when I stayed up all night worked on that. And was adding the finishing touches on it over the next week or so. And it got so fussy that, and there was tension between me and my wife, and my Parkinson's acted up, and my hands got real nervous and jerky, and I broke the model in half. I was trying to fix the wiring. It was all done except I had 2 wires swapped, and I couldn't get at the wiring. I was trying to reach my hands in there, and it wasn't put together right anyway. Any kind of the Parkinson's, I couldn't get the pieces to line up right. There were no instructions. I didn't get the parts in the right place. And my nervousness and the schizophrenia, I couldn't focus on the details. I had to leave certain parts out because I got so nervous. That's why I don't think, if I couldn't do that one, I thought that was easy, but the Gilos kits are going to be even harder, and it would be a mistake to take that on as a challenge, because I can't just stop and let things go. I have to obsess about it and finish it till it's done, or destroyed, whichever, which is probably what would happen. And it would cause a lot of problems at home because of that uptight attitude that I have. I hate to sound like a basket case, but that's why I can't build a kit. I was going to be done with the whole thing when I built the kit last winter, the minimum RC kit. But then I had to go and get a Sport Cub S. Now that's cooked, that's toast. So I should say that's it, enough is enough. But my obsessive mind has me thinking about the tissue paper kits. But I'm not gonna go that route. This time I gotta use some resistance, and not give into it, because otherwise I'll be obsessing about it for the rest of my life, and I don't want to do that. Because if it's not the tissue paper, it's the glow fuel or something. There's always something. The throttle rings, or some other form of the hobby. And that's fine if you want to spend your whole life obsessed with it. And some people do, and that's fine if they like it, but I don't want to spend the rest of my life that way, or any more of it. So I've paid my dues with the kits already, and I'm done with the RC airplanes. So I gotta find new things to do. Thank you very much. Bye.